All right, let's continue on, and hopefully I'm moving a little faster. Now I have both. Normally, well, I won't say normally, but let's say when I did the Wild Walker, I was just using my trackball. Everything, all the panning and rotating and everything like that of the viewport was just all assigned to the trackball. But normally when I work inside of, let's say, Moto and Lightwave, I'm using both hands. That's basic, you know, the alt control, left click to zoom in and zoom out, alt shift, left click to pan, that type of thing. And since I just finished wrapping up a certain segment for the Wild Walker stuff, and in my Blender, in that version of Blender, I have the alt, I have my full key set up going properly, like the alt shift pan and everything. And I can just, so in that version of Blender, I can use just my mouse, or I can use the mouse and my left hand. But in my version for Conjure, my version for Blender and with Conjure, for some reason I didn't have it properly set up. So like this is just my right hand. This matters because this is like when you're doing production stuff, you know, things, sometimes you feel like you need to be more analytical. So this is me using my right hand and just panning and zooming with the trackball, no left hand action at all. I don't know, when I was doing the Wild Walker, I guess it's because it was so methodical that I found this to be more comfortable at the time. But now coming back from doing animation, back and forth from Lightwave to Blender, back and forth, and using both hands, now it's like I can't do any Conjure right now without using both hands. And so it actually allows me to go faster, or I feel like I'm going faster, because I'm able, because of, yeah, or I'm just, I think it's not necessarily faster, but I'm doing more exaggerated movements. That's what it feels like, really. But anyway, just wanted to mention that because that's what makes this video maybe a little different than this part of the video a little different than the earlier parts where I was more in a chilled out state, talking like this, moving like this, talking like this, moving like this. So anyway, okay, and I like what's going on back here. Let's go ahead and, before I lose the thought on it, let's go ahead and, why are you selected? So I'll clean all this up, as I keep on saying. We'll clean it up, but not right now. Okay, that's all I need to see, just to have everybody spread out. Oh, and what's my shortcut to do that? I have a shortcut for that. What is that? To expand, is the home key? It's the home key or something like that, to expand the hierarchy. Oh, shoot, I can't remember what it is now. Select hierarchy, expand hierarchy. Anyway, yeah, I have a shortcut key for that. I can't remember what it is. Page, print screen, page, insert, page up, page down. Anyway, so we'll figure that out. But I'm wondering, like, why? Wait a minute, why am I having to expand all the time? But anyway, we're in our Conjure stretch now, so let's go ahead and add this ribbing in. Let's grab this guy here. Let's just start with him since he's already flowing up there. So we're moving a little bit more aggressively now. I can already feel it. And of course, and you see I've switched my interface colors or theme to the one I'm using with Wild Walker right now. So it's consistent. I don't know why. If it's too different, it distracts me and all this other stuff like that. Real sensitive type of person. Let's go ahead and break this out here. And we're not, how should we approach this? I want that my sci-fi ribbing in this one too. It has to be these guys, right? And okay, hold on, undo, keep primitive scale. Maybe we can use primitive scale now. Okay, I'll go with it. Just that gets kind of wonky. All right, not wonky, but you know, like if I'm not paying attention to the scale of something, something can come in real big. And just looking for my controls. There you go. Yeah, I know my controls overlap each other, but it's been serving me well. And the funny thing is when I was doing the earlier SDF for the production stuff, for the Wild Walker production, is when I was working in Conjure, I kept on, saying, hey, there's got to be a more efficient way of working. Can't be using both hands. That's why I broke it down to like being like a solution of just being able to use my just a trackball by itself. But now I'm the opposite direction. All of a sudden, it's like, no. We need to have both hands on this thing. And I don't know if it's because I'm trying to get done with stuff, trying to move faster. That's what I think really what it is. Internally, in my internal production clock, it's like, get going. It's gotta move fast, kind of a feeling. We'll fix this in a second. It's got that kind of vibe to it. And it's not like I have a scheduled deadline, but it's just like intuitively I know I want to I want to get on to like the next segment, the part 2. It's really, if I broke it into parts, it would be part 2. I want to get going into part 2. So in order to get there, we got to get the elements for part 2 all set up. So, which is what we're doing now. And I like how that ribbing is going. It doesn't have a lot of room. Let me see if I can thin it out a little bit. It still ain't got. Let me see. Come on now. Don't be so goopy. 0.3. And I like this interface. I like this color scheme. I like that. It's like a bridge between. I have one called Lab, and I have a Moto one, and I merged a lot of the different color elements together to create this one. So that's what I really like. I really like Blender a lot. I don't know if a commercial software could ever achieve what the flexibility that Blender offers the user. And that's it's hard to even like compare, like how do you, because Blender is not just available, but it has such flexibility that no other software has even picked up on yet. No commercial software has picked up on this level of flexibility. All the different themes, all the different ways to being able to configure itself, and all this other stuff like that. So, which is actually cool to see, because I thought initially when I first heard of Blender way back in earlier versions, way back like in Blender 2.6, right, 2.6. I couldn't see how it could actually break into the industry as far as being competitive, because of the amount of resources that other companies have and everything like that. But wow, they had my attention. They had my attention from 2.6 whatever, the last version of 2.6 to 2.7. That's when Blender was fully on my radar. And the reason why I even mention it now, because it never like Blender, to me, Blender doesn't say like, hey, we're replacing your commercial software. It's more like we're different. We do same things, but the way in which, not the way in which it does it, but our, let's say, our add-ons and the amount of resources that you have is going to be far different than working with a, I don't want to say traditional tool, because there's no such thing as traditional tools in 3D really, but a commercial tool because of the limitations and stuff. So, I mean, there's the pluses and minuses, but it's just amazing to see. All right, we're just visually placing these guys up. Oh yeah! All right, all right. This is what the double-handed key on the keyboards gets you this kind of excitement. All right, hey! Who are you? Hide. Okay. I feel like I need more real estate. All right, let's go with that. Somewhere in there. Okay. So it's pretty close. That one's good. Maybe that one. Okay. All right. Uh-oh. What is that? Escape. Did he just move by accident? Yeah. Undo. Okay. All right. Yeah. That'll work. Now this is actually a very large thing, but I like that ribbing. We'll see how it plays out in the thing in the renders once I set it up. But right now, that is exactly what I want. Something like that. And let's add some ribbing. Let's take this guy here. Let's take him. And let's bring him in. How far off is he sitting off the lip? No, he's not even sitting off the lip. Have it. Oh, and he's got that wonderful. Let's straighten him out though. I know I'm doing this awkward thing of where like the tubing and stuff bends. Like all of this starts to angle downward. This is straight. It's all going to be tipped backward. But this part angles downward specifically, and this is actually, I don't know if you want to say, yeah, aligned with the initial capsule shape. There's a reason for all of that stuff. Let me just get this. Ooh, yeah, two-handed on this is good. Okay, all right, I'm with it. Should I change the scale? Change the scale. Change the scale. Let's see if I need to. Ooh, don't do that. We'll just put 3 up here, maybe. Let's do. Okay. Yeah, some kind of core of some sort. All right. Don't worry, I'm gonna parent all you guys. Soon enough. All right. What are we looking at here? All right, and this is going to translate to mesh very well. All right, so it's guarded. That's guarded. Okay, and so these guys are going to be. Oopsie. We're going to put our cylinder in there. Not now. This is later for shading and rendering. All right. Hey. Why so fat? So there you go. Here you go, like that. There you go. Let's just cover that up. And let the whole molded look work out, because it's just gonna pick up light properly. I don't want a hard edged. Well, see, like he's hard edged. What the hell? Yeah. Here you go. Just that 0.25, 0.25, 0.25. Actually, this piece is not as complex. That's why I keep on saying keep it simple, keep it simple. All right, okay, all right. We'll go with those shapes. We'll go with that shape there. Yeah. That'll work. That'll work. All right. It's just a large. Eventually, it's gonna be a large structure. But we got a whole bunch of organic stuff we need to put on here. Not in Conjure, but I guess we're gonna do that over in Modo, where we can. I don't want to. This is not a demonstration. This is production, so we can bring it over to Modo so we can be as ultra sub D organic modeling as humanly as humanly possible. And plus, it'd be fun to be over in Modo. I just wish I could change the interface up as freely as I do Blender. I'm used to being able to do that with Blender, but I'm stuck with Modo's basic interface. So we may want up using Modo 601 instead of the later version, only because, well, we'll see. We'll see, because I have some vector sculpting to do, I think. So we'll see. Okay, that's fine. I'm just trying to look at this, see if there's anything I need to add on to it. It's a large structure. There's a whole bunch of organic stuff on it. Let's add. Okay, I'll go with this. We got these two. Oh, okay, how about this? How about if I grab. Is he just floating there by himself? Okay, let's grab this guy, just so I don't have to make another shape. All right, let's grab him. I want that shape. And now, which way do I want it? What was my genius idea here? 90. Let's go in. Whoa, 90. Wrong 90. Why'd you go 90? Jeez. Okay, everybody just chill out. Here we go. All right. -90. And then let's twist. And I'm automatically using both hands. Even though I can just use the trackball and middle mouse button to rotate, it's because I've been in Lightwave, so my left hand is like just firing away on the keyboard here, which is good. I didn't realize that was going to be the case. Okay, yeah. All right, now the big idea. What is the big idea? Actually, it's going to be viewed from this angle. Okay, maybe we'll put some holes in it. Let's see. Let's get them over this side first before I do anything else. Yeah. I don't want to thin it. No, let's experiment. No. Yeah, let's just not run into that. Let's just, you go a little narrower, like that. Okay. Yeah. And you come in. See, this is what I like about SDF, because in sub D or in any polygonal modeling, you can't make these, quick creative changes and stuff like that. I mean, you can make the changes, but it's not going to happen in this type of a flow, right? So it allots, as I said before, it allots for errors, mistakes, and happy accidents, which is something that far and few in between that you'll experience in a linear sub D or polygonal modeling or box modeling process. All right, so can we curve them? Yeah, I want it softer, like that. Like that. It's not going to be, now I'm going to be just using my right hand, which is so funny. Because I don't want to go, because I'm kind of leaned over right now, so it serves, my setup serves purpose, right? All right, we don't want it to buckle over like that. Okay, like that. That's what I want. All right, so he's not going too bad. All right, yeah, like that. Do I want it to flange out? So if I go up like that. No, it's gonna look that's too goofy. All right, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna go like this. And we're gonna pull them. We're gonna pull them out. It's gonna let me. That increases the width of it. Hold on, I was grabbing the wrong control. We'll go there, and this is the control. I guess my guy must be flipped the wrong way. And let's just narrow him out. Not you, dude. You. Something like that. But I just feel like it's at the wrong angle. I don't want it to be too low because we have organic stuff that's going to be happening here. We can go there, because then I have okay. We can okay. We can use this like an antenna launch. What do I mean by that? Let's cut it up then. Yeah, let's show it. Let's go Shift D. Let's make this into a box cube. Okay. That'll work for what we're doing. Cut them up. Cutter. Oh my gosh. Yeah, but that's not what I'm going for. So that starts off as something. There you go. Like that. And then it's gonna, this is, that's kind of narrow for an antenna section. Well, it's not antennas, they're, what are they? It's kind of like sensors that are gonna be, porcupining off of them. Oh, you know what? So if that's the case, maybe I'll just leave this section here. Let's leave it, because it just adds to, like, what the hell is that kind of aspect to it? Let's see. Can I do a basic dupe on it? Yeah. There you go. That was just a basic shifty dupe. I usually use, I don't even duplicate much, I don't think, any when it comes to this, but that will work. All right, that'll work. Okay, I just want to leave it alone. I'm like, okay, that's cool. Just some, just random shape that starts to add to the overall cutting up of this form. Once it's turned on with its lights and everything, and it'll all eventually make sense. Cause it, ooh. I didn't even think about this section here. Okay. Really. Okay. All right. Let's address it, and let's throw this idea in here because it's gonna be. Oh, don't go too big here. Okay. I don't know. I don't want a cylinder. I don't want the cylinder slapping in like that. So let's, instead of going cylinder, I can go elongated. Let's go elongated. So we have some flat sides on that. Let's rotate him on a Z. Yeah. Much better. Because I'm not leaving it like that. It's going to be like this. Dunk. Right? So let's just bring them out a little bit more. Okay. And let's go point 0.1. There you go. All right. Have them go straight into him like that. And he's at a nice rotation. Okay. And it's just the angle of this guy, and he's not protruding. Which means it won't be there when it comes to making the mesh. And I did all that. Does it have a backing on it? It doesn't have a backing on it. I want to create my ribbing here, which means I need a backing. So let's go backing. Let's go. We can go with him again. Shift D. And let's make him into a cube. See, I said cube instead of saying square. Amazing. Somewhere in there is our guy. Boom. It's gonna be out to that wide. Oh, that's as far as it can go because this guy can't go closer to the top. All right. Yeah, it'll work. Watch. What we're gonna do, let's just bring in the cylinder a little bit more. Like that. Let's throw up one of our guards. This is what it is, this guard. Shift D. And let's just center it up with him. So what's he saying? He's at 2.2. now I know he's centered. Seek it, keep it simple. All right. Yeah, keep the gridding the same. Keep it all the same. Keep it all the same. And then a shifty. Okay. Yeah, keep it all the same. Because once it's lit up, it's gonna look really, really nice. And if I have areas that are the same pattern but that are smaller, then it's gonna throw things off. Yeah, cool, cool, very cool. Let's get interesting. You know, as you start going through shapes. And I start going through shapes, start seeing stuff. So same thing, like look at this. It looks like a vessel, or this could be like some kind of beginning of or some kind of reactor core or something like that. It starts to look like something, like it has some kind. Oh, that's the word. That's what I'm looking for. It looks like it has some kind of purpose. And that's what I'm trying to. All I'm trying to get at is that things appear purposeful. Like this area obviously looks like it's supposed to be, it's going, even though I haven't worked on it, but this is going to hold something of maybe importance, because all of this is consistently like a shell. While back here, this is something functional, something that has something that passes through it. You know, I already know from my storyline, I already know what's passing through it, but I try to think about it from the visual standpoint. What shapes give you that feeling? You know, is it vertical? Is it gonna be horizontal? All that stuff. So, but I also play Tangram a lot. I do Tangram puzzles a lot. That's like my thing. So I enjoy putting shapes together and all that stuff. And so, and so doing this is like Christmas. You know, you can make any shape you want. Okay, pretty much. Or combine whatever you want. Let me save. I did all that without saving. Let's put, as I was talking, because I don't know why it came through my head, but let's go with him. He's not anything funny, right? So he's shifty. And let's go and break stuff, huh? Yep, breaking it now. Even though that's a cool little shape. That's a cool combination there. That's not what I'm doing, but I'm just saying that's a cool combination. Not what it's doing up here, but just what it created here. It's an interesting combo. But that's not what we're doing. That's not what we're doing either. Here we go. All right, and we're not doing this either. And we're not doing that. We're not doing, ooh. That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. Impossible to manufacture unless from a mold. Let's go down. Although, see all that? But let's go here. That's cool too. These little side out. Yeah, okay. I was going to go out like this to the literal. It was going to be smaller like this, just to show you where I was going. I was automatically going out like that, but but this is cool. I like this. I like just that lit. And let's just bring it in so that he's not cutting. And then he's not at a weird angle, right? Okay. All right, let's bring it out a little bit further. Smoosh him in a little bit more. Wow. Wow. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Okay. 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 And no, it's not directly centered up with this, but it doesn't have to be. And so then okay. So if that goes there, does it have an indentation? What does it have? So let's go Shift D again. Let's reduce this one. I just want to see what it does. Let's save. Hey guys, close up. Close up, close up, close up. Colored buttons. I want some colored buttons. And nest should be here, and unnest should be there. Since you're nesting, probably faster. But anyway, that's because I use the buttons. Nest underneath, and we didn't tell it to do anything yet. How about that? And let's see. I'm just seeing what it's doing. Nothing. It ain't doing nothing. What happens? Well, is it just cutting a hole? Now we just totally destroyed. Oh, it just, because that's the core. That's the core of it. That should be called core. And this is the indentation one. It's so subtle. Man, it's too subtle. It's too subtle. I'd rather have a, something sticking out than it going in like that. It's just gonna be harder to show up in the final mesh. Yeah, so we could do stuff like that, or like, you know, but no, 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 no. Just do a no cut. How about that? And then all we're gonna do is, I like that. It's like unexpected. Without it coming all the way off. Ooh, hold on. Let me save that because I like this shape. I like that right there. Okay. So what's at the other ends of these guys? If it's a big structure, it's just flat. It's not going to be a lot of small things at all. And let me just see what it looks like with the, no solidify, dude. Let me see what it looks like with the bevel changed. Too hard, too small. Pill, give it a pill. No curvilinear. Let's give it more like that. There you go. And maybe not protruding so radically like that. There you go. Machining away. What kind of machine? That will be revealed in the story. That's what will be revealed. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. I want to do the antennas. How long is this video going right now? Or I call them antennas, even though it's my ideas, and I'm drawing them up. But they're not. They're sensors. And yes, an antenna can sense things. But they do more than just like more than pick up radio waves or something. But fine. Let's see, because there's not much more. It's a large structure, so they go. Let's just keep it going because I'm almost there. They're really supposed to be like, I think I should put like a shape here to show like this is where they launch, and then maybe launch from there. So give me a shape. And we haven't even addressed the top yet again. Okay, give me a shape. We're almost there, we're almost there. All this can stay exactly where it is. Unexpected cuts, unexpected unions. And let me just see something real fast. How come, why is he why is he so hard of a there you go, hard of a transition, right? So there you go. Soften it up like that. You'll still get the transition when the occlusion kicks in, but it's going to feel less like a simple geometric form, right? Once that kicks in. And I don't know if he'll do the same. Yeah, he will. There it is. But I don't want to go blob, right? Because then we lose that information. So let's have it go like here, like that, right? No need to go like this or anything like that, right? There's not for this stuff, not for this, not for that. Like right here, in fact, we can bring a 0.25 like that. The occlusion will catch it. Right, there you go. All right, okay. Hide that one, please. There you go. There it is. There you go. There you go. And I guess to be consistent, and not that one. Not that one. Who are you? Hello. You are there. So who's? Oh, must be him. Must be one of these guys. Remember, have not 0.25. 0.25. There you go. Let's just be consistent, and we can bring his diameter in a little bit. There you go. So we're not running too close to the edge, and these guys aren't running too far out where they're showing. There you go. So that'll be, I'll just try to remember that, 0.25. That's our blend to the front shell is at 0.25. Or our blend overall and for most of the pieces, because that's what's going on right here. And so let's just do the same thing here. 0.25. There you go. And the same thing. No, maybe not. We'll see how it goes. 0.25. I'd rather do it than not. It may not work on all things, but it's a good starter. Yeah, like it's not going to work on down here. But I do like what it's doing, and I do like the fact that it removes all sense of like straight line type of thing, which is kind of cool.